All right, I'm gonna try and tell you. I wrote a song some time ago, and we'll let it go at that right now. But a good friend, Bill West, just passed Monday and such, and I want to connect this, and I can't connect it all for you in a short, but I'll tell you the fill in afterwards. The house next door. At one time, it was a rental, and there were three young men that had it, I guess, and a young chickie mama moved in, and I'll tell you, it turned out they were dealing dope of one sort that wasn't pot. I can tell you that. Too many, and I sit here and watch it happen and everything, and I went out to empty my garbage one evening, and this wasn't a common behavior. The people next door that I'm talking about, they never drove cars or nothing. So, and then traffic appeared. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, they got 50 friends. Wow. Crazy. And then I went out to empty my garbage one day, and there's a dude standing at the curb in the street right there, and he's focused on that house next door. And I'm seeing he's like something on it, and I'm thinking, oh, dude, what's going on? And you could tell like he was looking towards the house to see if it was his turn or something. But that wasn't their behavior. It just, I guess that's how that was. Anyway, I'm leaning against my garbage can, and we make eye contact, acknowledge and everything, and he starts walking towards me, and I'm thinking, all right, but he's not. And he stops a ways, and it goes, I engaged him. How you doing? What's going on? And he tells me, look, my fiance, we've been together so many years. She just died like a week. He's telling me this story, how he could have maybe thought he saved her, and I'm going, oh, dude, what happened? What happened? And he's telling me about the apartment complexes a little ways behind me over here that they lived in, or something to that effect. But he wasn't like strung out or crazy. He was just, oh, dude, you could understand. He was upset, and he was telling me, sir, she died, and they told me, and she was diabetic, and she had a thing, and I got there, and da da, and anyway, she had passed, and he was distressed, and I looked at that house where he was wanting to go, and he was telling me, man, I don't know what to do. I ain't got no way out. You know what I'm saying? He said, I think I could have saved her. And I said, oh, dude, wow. The only thing that came to my mind was something I'd read because my friend Michelle had died. And it said about to honor, Jesus said to honor those. That's how you deal with that. You honor them. And I passed that on to him the best I could, about to honor her, and oh, dude, I could understand his conflict. And then, you could hear them next door, and then all of a sudden he said, thank you, mister, and he left. And I wrote that song and stuff, and it really touched me. But he went off into that house, and dude, it hurt me. Because, like, fuck. That house, they cleared out, police, whatever, and Ken, Bill's brother, moved in. And he had to pay, he worked for, oh gosh, right over here. He'll come to me, and he had an article in the paper. I was working on my truck, and he come out of there, and he said, I'm, Ken, such and da da da. And he said, uh, Salvation Army. He worked for the Salvation Army here in Newton. He said they wrote an article about me and da da da, and I feel kind of bad about it. And he tells me he's an Army veteran, and I'm a veteran and I'm listening to his story, and through the times he's telling me about nightmares he's had, and then come to find out from his brother, Bill, who I got to know, who came to my house and goes, "Hey, that's my brother Ken, but let me tell you, he ain't never left the United States." And I was like, I, I got you. What? Okay, okay. Anyway, Kenny had lung cancer. I'd take him down to the VA here in Wichita, or over in Wichita, and he's from Oklahoma, so even know who he was and everything, I still, we hit it off. I played guitar with him and stuff and things, and I went to his funeral. His brother Bill talked to me about that because he didn't go. He didn't want to go, and I understood. But I knew Mr. West, Bill West, and his beautiful wife Debbie. He always talked about from that house next door. Crazy, crazy world. From the plains of Kansas. It's a personal story. There's a lot of details I can fill in if you need, but that's basically it. All missing. Crazy world. All my love.